Hello everybody, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. Tonight I have a post review for you for Dark Moon by Alb Valero. I finally got this done. I want to say, what is today? Oh my God. Oh, I don't have my phone on me. Today is Saturday and I finished this on Thursday, I think, November 3rd. I finished this on November 3rd. Let's see, when did I start her? I started her, let's see, I started her August 21st and I got her done November 3rd. So this is my logbook. Here's her picture right here. And here's some pictures that I just used for some update photos and things like that. All right. This diamond painting was, I don't want to say this painting was a challenge, but it was a challenge. This painting had so many ABs in it. I was just stunned at how many ABs went into this painting. She has 34 colors. It's by Diamond Art Club. Her size, she is a 70 by 76 centimeter, which equals to 27.6 by 30, and it's by Alb Valero. This took me, I want to say, about 2.5 months. You might as well say about 2.5 months to get this done. But she turned out gorgeous. She turned out gorgeous. I am so proud of myself that I finally got through her, because the moon, up here in the moon, was a lot of confetti. The moon, I want to say, is about 6 different colors. And over here, you can see the ABs. She had a total of 4 ABs, which was 124, 126, 128, and 141. But close to the end of the video, I will show you which ABs went where. But yes, this is her. Her hair, y'all, her hair. I want to say her hair is at least 5 different colors. So it was a lot of confetti in her hair. And one of the biggest main colors in her hair is 90% AB. So all of these lighter colors, let's see if I can get her up to the light like that. So all those lighter colors that you see, those are all ABs. And her hair went from the top of the painting all the way down to the bottom. So there's her hair at the bottom, and it went all the way up. I started at the top of her and I worked my way down, but I soon realized that that was not working out in my favor. So I decided that I was going to work on just the background. All the background, this is all 939. That's all 939 in the back. The stars, I replaced the stars with sparklers. They had it charted for it to be, what colors? Let's see. The ABs that they had charted. Now these are all my leftover drills. I didn't run out of anything. I didn't run out of anything. I still have an entire bag of 939 that I have left over. They had the stars, they had it charted for 550 was some of the colors of the stars. They had it 550 and 917. I did not like the way that looked when I got halfway into the background and things like that. I didn't like the way it looked. So that's when I went back and I removed them and I turned them into sparklers. This is the color that is mainly in her hair. 124. That's all out throughout her hair. Number 1 is the little stars that you see in the petals. And the 141 AB is in her eyes and over here on this side of the moon. Over here on this side of the moon is where they had mostly ABs. Over here, they hardly had any, but I did put in some sparklers just because I felt like it needed something over there. But yeah, I love the way her face turned out. Her face turned out much better than I anticipated. The enhancements that I made to her, again, like I said, I replaced the stars in the background. I replaced those with sparklers. The chain that's going down her back, I added sparklers to that, and I switched out the 414 gray AB. I switched out the 414 drill. I switched that out for 414 AB. So it's, these are 310s and 414 ABs that I have going down her back, and I changed the little crosses. I put those in with sparklers. Her jewelry, I kept her jewelry as it was charted, except for this ring right here. I did add some more sparklers. I put sparklers in everything I could possibly think of because I wanted her to sparkle that much more. In this braid here, I added some more 414s, ABs. The entire back of her is outlined in the ABs that was meant for her hair. So she's outlined in AB. Down here, all of her dress is outlined in ABs. All of this, AB. Now, one thing I did notice is that at the top, if you pay attention at the top, her hair is certain colors. Her hair consists of S's, M's, F, 8, and E, and L. All right. These are the colors that consisted of her hair. 718, 917, 3608, sorry, 603, 602, and 3607. And it also had 124. So these 7 colors are all in her hair. Her hair consisted of 7 different colors, but up here, it's like these colors are up here in her hair. And then when it gets down close to the bottom of the painting, it switches. Now down here, if you look and see, it's a totally different color palette for her hair. Her hair now consists of these colors. Down here for her hair, it's almost like they made her hair blend in with her dress. So from here down, it's these colors for her hair, which I like that. They took impeccable detail on her hair. And all the ABs, I love all the ABs that they put in here, but I won't say that it wasn't a challenge working with all of them, because I have never worked with this many ABs inside of a painting before. So I went through quite a bit of putties and mounting putties. I used some patty wax. I used the regular pink wax. I used museum putty. I used the blue tack. And I'm not sure which one I liked more because they all did the same thing. The ABs snatched all of the putties out of my pen, no matter which one I used. But I did notice that I got more done using just the regular pink wax for her. Her skin tone was primarily this color, 356. Now, I saved her skin tone for absolute last. I didn't do her skin until last. I worked on the outside of the painting and I moved my way in. I did all of the background first, and I worked on the petals and things like that. And then towards the end, when I was almost finished with her, is when I did her skin. Now, her skin tone, I was a little apprehensive on her skin tone because when I first laid the drills down, they looked so orange compared to what the canvas looked like before I started her. So her skin tone consisted of 356, 3778, and 3830. So these three colors were her skin. It took me a while to get used to it, but now that I have had a chance to stand back and really look at her, I love it. I love it. At first, I wasn't sure. I think that they would have done better going with maybe this color, 3857, or they could have gone with even this one, 355. 355 I think is a good tone. 355 is what is up here in her edges and things like that. I love this little moon that they have right up here on her forehead. Her lips look amazing. I mean, her face is just beautiful. And once I took a step back and I had to walk away from her because I saw her skin tone and I'm like, she looks orange. I had to walk away and come back to her and really finish working on her skin tone. And once I worked on it and started looking at the colors more, they did a great job charting her. So this is her choker or her necklace that she has on. I did bling it up with some more sparklers, of course. I mean, she's dark moon, so I had to sparkle her up. Let's see, what else? As far as the symbols went on the canvas, up here in the moon, there were the Q and the J looked very, very similar on here. They were very faint. It was a little difficult to see the Q and the J on here. The symbol 3 and 8 looked almost identical. So you really had to look and find out which one was which. The 3 and the 8 were in the moon. And like I said, the Q and the J weren't very clear on the canvas, but it wasn't so unclear to the point where I couldn't work on it. This is my first square by Diamond Art Club, and she is just so sparkly, y'all. I mean, just look at that. Look at all that sparkle. Yeah. Now that she's done, I am in love with her. They did a great job charting her. Down here in her dress, it was a lot of color blocking. Down here, I loved all the color blocking. And as far as the color blocking is concerned, this painting, I mastered the 10 placer. There was no way on earth I was going to get this painting done as quickly as I wanted to using a 4 placer. So the 10 placer came in amazingly handy. I'm a master at the 10 placer now. So yeah, that 4 placer was not going to get her done. If I'd have been using that 4 placer, I'd probably still be working on her right now as we speak. Yeah, she was a joy to work on. As far as the stickiness on the canvas, there were a few spots right around here in her ear that weren't all that sticky, but I managed to make that work. Let's see what else. All of this background, this is all 939. This is all 939. I started at the top and I worked my way down, and then I eventually turned her into an advent. I just took off all of the clear covering, because having the clear cover on here, being able to see the entire painting gave me anxiety, because I was looking at all of this $9.39 that I had to do, and that was daunting and exhausting and extremely overwhelming. So I took all of the clear cover off and I completely replaced it with the release papers. And I just turned her into an advent. Every day I would pick a different section to work on with her. And I kind of wish I hadn't done that, because I didn't like having patches here done. This patch over here wasn't done. Having this part done and this part wasn't done. What I should have done, I should have just sucked it up and just went row by row by row. But in doing that, it wasn't until I got down here in her dress that I truly started to feel like I was floating in a sea of Pepto-Bismol. Pink is not one of the colors that I usually tend to go for in my diamond paintings. So this one was not only my first Diamond Art Club square, but it's an image that normally I would not have picked to work on because of all the pink. I don't do a lot of pinks and purples and stuff like that. So this was a challenge for me to get through all of this. But the color blocking, I was going at it. The one thing that did take the longest for me was her hair, because I had so many ABs to work with. And like I said, the ABs were ripping out the putty and the waxes, no matter which one I used. So that took me a while, and I was getting frustrated. And I said, oh my God, they put way too many ABs in her. I said, this is just ridiculous. And I started to lose my temper a little bit because I was getting frustrated, because I've never used so many ABs in a painting to where it ripping out the putty and adhesives would have been an issue. So this was a lot as far as the ABs went. But once the product was finished and the end result is this, they did amazing. Her face looks amazing. Her eyes. She has the white ABs in her eyes. They gave her some in her mouth. And over here, I wasn't paying attention, and I kind of got the colors reversed, but you can hardly tell. You can't even tell that that's what I did. You wouldn't even know it. The drills were fantastic quality. There was hardly no trash. I don't usually keep my trash, so as I had trash, I just tossed it aside. I don't keep my trash to show at the end of the painting. So there's no trash for me to show, because as I found it, I just tossed it. But overall, she's beautiful, y'all. I don't believe she is available anymore. I tried to find her because I wanted to know just exactly how many drills it took to complete her. And I could not find her on the website anymore. So I don't know if she's just out of stock or they're no longer doing this painting anymore. But I had to email Diamond Art Club, and I had to ask them just how many drills it took to complete her. And the number that they gave me, this painting took 83,377 drills to complete. Now that is just something that I like to know at the end of my paintings. I like to know how many drills I actually laid down, how many drills it took, because it's a personal triumph for me. You know, when you see that number, 83,377, you'd be like, wow, I can't believe I actually laid down that many drills. It's a little boost for me. It makes me feel good to know that I actually stuck with it and I was able to complete this painting, and I love her. But yeah, down here in her dress, I could have switched these out for sparklers, but I figured I'd put more than enough sparklers in her, so I just did this part of her dress, and over here the way that they charted it, and that's the way I left it. But yeah, the biggest changes that I made to her were I'd made the stars sparklers instead of the pink and purples that they had. Um, and I added sparklers on her back and in her jewelry. And that was the only changes that I made. But overall, she is stunning. I absolutely love her. And she turned out beautiful. And I can't wait to find a spot to hang her up because, like I said, she's 70 by 76. So I have no idea where on earth I'm going to hang her. I have no idea where I'm going to hang her, but for right now, she's probably just going to get rolled up and put back in the box until I can find a space to put her. I may end up putting her in my bedroom because that's the room where I have the most space to be able to hang her. She, like I said, she turned out stunning. She was an absolute pleasure to work on her. And yeah, this was a lot of pink. More pink than I think I've ever worked on in a painting before. But yeah, I am very happy with her. She turned out fantastic. There was no bad drills. Like I showed you, I have tons of drills left over. Not really sure how I am going to not really sure how I'm going to put away all the rest of these drills because honestly, y'all, I don't want to say that I don't hold on to my drills. I do hold on to my drills, but honestly, this is the bag that I used for like overflow of drills that wouldn't fit in here. Like this is where I kept all the overflow of drills, and it has Dark Moon on it. What I probably will do, like all my other paintings, I'm just gonna de-kit this down and put it in separate Ziploc baggies, and they're gonna go back in here. I don't want to say I don't have the desire. I do have the desire. I just don't know if I have the patience to sit there and make the cards and put them in boxes and, you know, do the little filing system. It looks good. It looks good. I love to see people do that. But for me, I don't think I have the patience to do it. But yeah, this is Dark Moon by Alba Valero. She is 70 by 76. She turned out absolutely stunning. Stunning. I truly did love all of the ABs in her hair. They really gave the maximum amount of ABs. I don't think I've ever seen a painting that had this many ABs. This here is the little, this is from the Elizabeth Ward, and this is the largest size. This thing was full all the way up to the top, and I still had half of a bag left over, and that was it. So I was able to somewhat fill this, up twice with all of the ABs that it had in her. She had a lot of ABs in her, and I noticed that it was a little difficult in her hair to get some of the drills to lay down flat that were next to the ABs. You had to kind of really work and press down a little harder to get these other colors to lay down next to the ABs. So what I started doing is I would lay down the other colors first, and I did the ABs last. I even tried using the tweezers. I tried the tweezers, and it didn't seem to make a difference. They were still not going down. You still had to put a lot of pressure down to get them to stick. But yes, she turned out spectacular. I'm so happy with the way she turned out. She was big and she was a lot to do. It was a lot of detail down in here and in her braids, and the moon was so much confetti. Her hair, so much confetti. The background was a bit overwhelming because, as you can see, there's a lot, and that is all 939. Never worked with so much 939 in any painting before, but come on, man. Y'all can't deny she looks beautiful. She looks fantastic. Sorry about the shaking. But here she is. She is beautiful. Now, the one I'm going to work on next, I don't know. But I'm just proud of myself that I didn't dekit her or anything else so I could start on my Chuck Pinson. Don't know if I'm going to get to my Chuck Pinson this year because I put my Monster Mash and I put another painting on hold so I could get her finished. Once I started her and I started to see all the sparkle in her, I didn't want to work on anything else. I just wanted to focus solely on her. And she took me about 2 months and about 11 days to get her done. Started her in August and got her done November 3rd. So that is this post review for Dark Moon by Alb Valero. She's 70 by 76. She's a square. Squares were immaculate. If these were the new drills, the new square drills that they have started using and giving in all of their paintings, they knocked it out of the park because these are some of the most sparkly paintings with these drills that I've ever seen. I've noticed that a lot of the paintings that have the newer square drills and the round ones, I'm not sure if they replaced the round ones and the square ones, but if these are the new square ones, these are absolutely immaculate. They're beautiful. Love them all. All right, guys, I'm going to call this one done. And if you guys have any questions or comments, please leave them down in the comment section below. I will again, but I just checked last night prior to doing this, and she was not available. I don't know if she'll be coming back again or not, but hopefully we will see more of Alb Valero's work because he's just so talented, and this one is absolutely beautiful, and I'm so glad that I got an opportunity to work on her. She's absolutely gorgeous. Okay, guys, I will talk to you in the next one, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.